My name is John Strudoff. Susan and I started attending Winona Friends Church 2004.
I'm Jessica Fowler, and I've been a lifelong member of Winona Friends Church. Well, I'm a registered nurse. I went to Malone College, and I graduated in 2005 and got registered, passed my board. I've been working at Alliance Hospital ever since then, and I also work at Sophia Women's Center as well. I've volunteered here since they opened in 2015 and recently took the nurse manager position in May of this year.
I work at Summit Racing. I oversee the first shift operations within the Order Fulfillment Center. I've been at Summit for 20 years. I started there as just love cars. That came from my dad. Just a lot of fond memories being out in the garage with my dad, working on cars, and then having some really good friends in high school that love cars and just, you could hang out with. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, as a kid. I started at Summit Racing, and I thought, this is a fun job. I enjoyed it, but it allowed me to grow up at Summit and just continue to be around what I like.
The opportunities that I've had to bring Jesus into my work environment have been, I would say, numerous. I think maybe one of my most challenging nights, but also my most rewarding nights, was one night when I was working in ICU and I had a patient that I'd had multiple times that had been a very difficult patient to take care of, and they were kind of at the end of their life, and just had the opportunity to spend some quiet time with her and pray with her. And I knew that my colleagues were just right outside the door and could see everything I was doing, but I thought, it doesn't matter, because this woman is very close to her moment with Jesus right now. And so it was maybe a little bit hard, but I just don't regret that time at all.
The 20 years I've been at Summit, I can kind of look at the first 10 years that it was very much an individual relationship with Christ that I didn't share with others. I tried to be kind to others, but ultimately I was very reserved and very cautious, I would say, in sharing my faith. And it hit me as I was getting older and having a family. A lot of folks didn't know. I didn't know you had a son. I didn't know you were out last week for the birth of a child. And I thought, man, I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing any part of my story. I'm just trying to be a good person.
It's very exciting getting to be a nurse here at Sophia Women's Center. Come into a lot of contact with a lot of different ladies that have been in a lot of different awful situations. And I do want to save those babies, but even more so at the moment that the woman is here, I just really want to serve her. I want to make sure that she's educated, that she knows all of her options and she doesn't feel like she's backed into a corner and that she has no one on her side. Because a lot of times she just doesn't have the support that she needs to make the best decision.
So the doors I've seen is, it's again just journey and relationship with others. Work comes with a lot of pressure and demands, but as you share the journey with others, as you open up your vulnerabilities, as you open up and share with others, they begin to share with you, and you start to realize you're not alone.
We know that these girls are exposed to God while they're here, even if we don't blatantly say it to them. But we know that this place is filled with the Spirit, and regardless of what their decision is, somehow their visit here is going to have some kind of an impact on their life.
So the Lord is teaching me that it's just a continued journey. That He's not looking for perfection, but He's looking for obedience, being faithful at work, faithful to my employer, and faithful to my coworkers around them and how I treat them, and just being real and opening up and sharing problems and coming beside others to help.